Top 5 Regrets of Dying. Welcome to a profound episode of Life Stories, where today we venture into a realm often left unexplored, yet one that holds immense wisdom, the realm of reflection at life's twilight. As you settle in, I invite you to step away from the cacophony of the daily grind and journey with us into a space of introspection and profound learning. In this episode, we delve into the top 5 regrets of the dying, a topic that brings us face to face with the most intimate human experiences at the end of life's journey. It's a voyage back from the future, a rare opportunity to listen to those final echoes that resonate with truths often ignored in the hustle of our daily lives. These are the reflections of souls standing at the threshold of eternity, looking back over the sprawling landscape of their lived years, discerning what truly mattered. Think of this as a conversation across time, a chance to hear the whispers of wisdom that come only when the noise of life begins to fade. We are about to uncover the regrets that many carry to their final rest, not to lament, but to learn, not to mourn, but to understand. It's a journey to grasp the essence of a life well lived and to contemplate the choices we make every day. How often do we pause to consider our life's path? How frequently do we question the priorities we've set and the dreams we've chased or left behind? In the narratives of those who have walked their final mile, we find reflections that challenge our perceptions, that call us to reevaluate our own lives. So, as we embark on this journey, I encourage you to listen with an open heart and a contemplative mind. Let's uncover the truths hidden in the final chapters of life, and perhaps, in doing so, we might find the keys to living our own lives with fewer regrets. In the heart of a bustling metropolis, amidst the towering symbols of corporate power, lived Richard. His office, perched high above the city streets, was a sanctuary of success, its walls adorned with awards, each one a testament to his achievements. Richard's rise to the top was the stuff of legend. From a young age, he had set his sights on the pinnacle of corporate success, and through a combination of sharp intellect, relentless drive, and a knack for making the right moves at the right time, he had achieved it. Richard's life was a whirlwind of critical meetings, high-stakes negotiations, and strategic decisions. His days were meticulously planned, each hour accounted for, each minute spent in the pursuit of greater success. He was a titan in his field, revered by his peers, admired by his subordinates, and seen as a role model by aspiring professionals. However, behind the facade of this enviable success, Richard was haunted by a growing sense of emptiness. Each quiet moment, each solitary night in his luxurious penthouse, brought with it reflections of what his life had become, a relentless chase for more. As he gazed out over the city, a landscape he had conquered yet felt disconnected from, Richard was struck by the realization of what he had sacrificed in his ascent to the top. The cost of Richard's success was measured in the moments he missed, the birthdays and graduations of his children, the anniversaries and quiet evenings with his partner. He remembered the promises he had made to be there, promises broken in the face of urgent business demands. His partner, who had once been his confidant and closest friend, had become a mere occupant of the same space, their conversations reduced to formalities and schedules. As years passed, Richard's children grew up in a home where wealth was abundant, but time and attention were scarce commodities. They learned to celebrate their achievements and milestones in his absence, their father a figure more present in photographs than in reality. The gap between Richard and his family widened, a chasm filled with unspoken words and missed opportunities. In his pursuit of success, Richard had neglected the very relationships that once formed the cornerstone of his happiness. The irony of his life was not lost on him, a man who could strategize complex business deals but failed to navigate the simple path of being present for his loved ones. He realized too late that the moments spent with family, the joy of shared experiences, were the true measures of a life well lived. In his twilight years, Richard attempted to bridge the gap he had created. He reached out, trying to rekindle the warmth that had once defined his home. He attended his children's events, planned trips with his partner, and tried to make up for the lost time. But the years of absence had left a void that was difficult to fill. His efforts, though sincere, were met with polite smiles and cordial interactions. The warmth and closeness he yearned for remained elusive. Richard's story is a poignant lesson in the delicate balance between professional ambition and personal fulfillment. It reminds us that in the race to achieve success, we must not lose sight of the simple joys and connections that give life its deepest meaning. His regret stands as a stark reminder that the greatest achievements can ring hollow if they come at the cost of the relationships that truly matter. Richard's expanded narrative offers a deeper insight into his life's journey, highlighting the complexities of balancing career success with personal relationships and the lasting impact of the choices we make. In the heart of a quaint neighborhood, tucked away in a corner where the city's hustle barely whispered, was Sarah's studio. It was a sanctuary where colors spoke louder than words, and each canvas told a story. Sarah's art was a vibrant fusion of her innermost thoughts and the world as she perceived it, a world that she seldom let others see. Her paintings, rich with emotion and alive with imagination, were treasures in a chest that few had the privilege to open. Despite her undeniable talent, Sarah's artistic journey was a path strewn with self-doubt and hesitation. She spent her days imparting her love for art to children, hoping to ignite in them the spark that she had struggled to fan in herself. By night, her studio came alive under her skilled hands, but the creations that emerged remained hidden from the world. Sarah's heart held dreams of grand exhibitions and collaborations with fellow artists, but these dreams were often silenced by the whispering voices of fear and doubt. She imagined her art adorning the walls of renowned galleries, yet the fear of rejection kept her from submitting her work. Opportunities for collaboration were met with a quiet decline, her mind clouded by the fear of not measuring up to her peers. Even in her boldest moments, when inspiration struck like lightning, she shied away from experimenting, worried about the judgment of an unseen audience. As the years rolled by, Sarah watched many of her peers step into the limelight, their art celebrated and admired. She applauded their successes, yet within her, there was a growing realization of the opportunities she had let pass by. The regret of not having taken those chances started to weigh heavily on her heart. She began to understand that her biggest obstacle wasn't the external world's reception of her art, but her own barriers that she had meticulously constructed. In the twilight of her career, something within Sarah shifted. A sense of urgency took hold, a realization that time was a finite canvas, and she had more to paint. She began to push past her fears, reaching out to galleries with her collections. Each email sent out a victory over her past hesitations. She opened her studio to collaborations, finding joy in the shared creative process, and in the process, discovering new dimensions to her art. Her later works were bold, unapologetic expressions of her talent and vision. They were the kind of art she had always wanted to make, free from the shackles of fear and full of the authenticity of her creative voice. When her paintings finally found their way to the public eye, they were met with acclaim, her style lauded for its uniqueness and emotional depth. Yet, amidst the accolades and the newfound recognition, there lingered a tinge of regret, a pondering on what might have been had she embraced this courage earlier in her life. Sarah's story became a poignant reminder to artists and dreamers alike that the fear of failure should never be the pin that writes the boundaries of their capabilities. It was a lesson in the importance of stepping into the unknown, of embracing one's true self, and boldly sharing it with the world, no matter the stage of life one might be in. Sarah's journey, with its late bloom of success and the bittersweet taste of regret, stands as a testament to the transformative power of overcoming fear. It's a narrative that inspires and warns that the only regrets we should have are the chances we didn't take, the expressions of self we didn't dare to share. As we reach the end of our journey through the intimate reflections of those at life's twilight, we are left with a tapestry of insights, woven from the threads of their experiences and regrets. These stories, diverse in their context but united in their essence, hold up a mirror to our own lives, prompting us to examine the paths we are on and the choices we make daily. The profound lessons gleaned from these reflections transcend individual stories. They speak to a universal truth about the human condition, that our deepest regrets often stem not from the actions we took, but from the opportunities we let slip away, the words left unsaid, the dreams unchased, and the connections uncultivated. It's a reminder that life, in all its complexity, is a mosaic of choices, and each decision we make shapes the legacy we leave behind. These narratives encourage us to live with intention and purpose, to align our actions with our truest desires and values. They urge us to cultivate the courage to venture beyond the comfort of the known, to embrace the possibilities that lie in the realm of the untried and the new. In the pursuit of fulfillment, We are reminded that success is not just about accolades or achievements, but about the richness of our relationships, the authenticity of our expressions, and the joy we find in the journey itself. As we move forward in our own lives, let us carry with us the wisdom from those who have walked before us. May their regrets be our guideposts, leading us to live more fully, love more deeply, and express ourselves more authentically. In doing so, we can hope to reach the end of our paths with hearts full of memories, not regrets, and lives that resonate with the echoes of our truest selves. And until our next story, remember to embrace each day with courage, love, and intention. Keep on rising.